Yeah, this is about DJI Osmo Pocket, like this one. Now, it's quite interesting that when I first left digital web and I start my own channel, the first time I went to CES, I borrowed somebody's Osmo Plus to shoot my vlog at that time, and that was my very first time using a gimbal to shoot my YouTube video. And now there it is, I'm using this. How the time changed from that huge stick thing to this pocket size stick thing. And it got a screen, it got face tracking. Yeah, that's great. So obviously this is good for pros that you can have a gimbal with you all the time. You keep this in your bag and then you always have a gimbal all the time. And also for everyone who, especially for family and especially for travel. That's why I'm thinking I'm shooting this while I'm travel. Now I have to say I don't get paid by DJI to make this video because I've got paid by Adorama, because Adorama sponsored this channel, sponsor me to keep going on to make video content. So let's go with tip number 1. Now the first thing is that, do you really know how to hold it? There is actually a right and wrong way to hold it. It's just like the iPhone 4 antenna gauge thing. Now, do you know where are the mics? There are actually 2 mics. There's actually one here facing you and then one at the bottom for noise cancelling, and you don't really want to block either of them. Now something most people won't know that because most people don't read instruction manual unless like geek like me actually read instruction manual. Do you know on top this is a ventilation area, as they say in the instruction manual. In the DJI forum, a representative actually told people that there is a whatever T-shape heat dissipation system. So it's just you don't really want to block these 2 mics, so you have to hold it like this. And I don't think you will block the top, but just you know the top is for heat dissipation. Tip 2 is how to walk. Why do you need to know how to walk? Because it balances it really well, like roll and pitch balance it so well. But one thing it don't stabilize. One thing it don't stabilize is the up-down movement, which is you have to do your part to damper the up-down movement. One way to do it is walk like a special forces. How do special forces walk? Basically, special forces walk with their neck bended when they need to be covered, like that. You need to walk as smooth as possible. You will see most people who familiarized with using a gimbal walk like that. This is what happens if you just shoot it like, oh, you think it's really stable, so you don't really have to damper the movement, so you walk just like normal. Now this is a special forces walk with the camera facing me, like doing selfie. It works with this selfie as well. Okay, but then when you're on your vacation, when you're shooting with your family, you don't really want to look like an idiot, like who would walk like that, a funny walk competition, something like that. Another thing you can do is use your hand, use your arm to damper the up-down movement. What you have to do is extend your arm like that and then hold it, relax as much as possible. So I mean, of course you don't relax like your hand just drop. You have to hold it and then just relax your arm. Let your arm to damper the up-down movement, just like that. Just like now I can walk like a normal person, although I'm talking to myself. I mean, everyone looking at me, but still. Now this is much more natural. You see the background is not moving up and down. It's me moving up and down because I'm a human. Another way to think of it is, imagine holding a cup of hot coffee or tea if you hate coffee. Well, just like any other gimbal, this got like several, actually just three modes, different mode for the gimbal mode to use. Better than a lot of gimbal is that this got an actual screen, so you can see what mode you are in rather than like just 3 dots of LED. You have to guess which one is which. Flag up, you can see which mode you are in. Like the most usual one is this follow mode. What it do is it stabilizes your hand shaking, but when you tilt down with you, tilt up with you, and also like you can easily do a tilt shot like that. Another way to do tilt shot is that it actually got like, if you go to setting, oh, I have to stop recording first. If you go to setting, there is this tilt control on and off. When it's on the right hand side, got a tab, so you can control, like you can tilt it up and then you can slowly tilt it down to a really smooth tilt shot. Another one is tilt lock. What it means is lock the tilt angle. It always at this angle, however you tilt it. I think tilt lock is more for some special use, like it can get some pretty unique video when you are on a plane or even on a bus. Last one is FPV. Now this is more for like creative usage because this can do like that kind of rotation, that kind of like, oh, Inception, wow, oh, look at that, Inception. Some may not realize it can actually do vertical video. Oh no, vertical video, what's wrong with, well, actually what's wrong with that? Your vertical video is good for Instagram story, which I did during this trip. Stabilized IG story, how about that? Story stable, and I can shoot this without uploading, I just upload later, so kind of, yeah. Also, this can take upside down video. I mean, you can use it upside down, so for like low angle shooting, yeah. How about that? So another tip is that when you arrive at another country, the time zone is different. What do? You can't really set the time here. There's no interface to set the time, probably the screen is too small. What do? You update your phone first, update your phone time zone first, and then plug it into the Osmo Pocket. It will automatically update the time, the clock inside here according to your phone. So then after you took all those videos, it won't mess up the timestamp and yeah, mess up your harmony of all the video file. I hate that a lot when timestamp don't match. So I've got on my Uber car. Yeah, I'm coming to London and we are going to shoot some shit. And not literally. Now this is a tips 3 or 4, 5th, a third or fourth tip. I can't remember now. I'm sleepy anyway. So this tips is about the new firmware. The new firmware. What do you get from the new firmware? This is what I have been waiting for. It's the Sony-like thing. I don't know. Can you see the screen? But anyway, that's a pro mode. Oh, do not operate when shooting. Okay. Finally, the pro mode you can access the pro mode in the device itself rather than you have to connect it to your iPhone or Android phone. Now you can set the Sony-like. I've been waiting for this. I don't know why they don't have this at launch. Especially great for high dynamic range, high contrast. Yeah. High contrast. I'm sleepy, guys. Low Sony-like. This is a normal contrasty color thing. And then now you can set AFS or AFC. Well, I probably should shoot this ending a little bit earlier when it's still light, but there you go. DJI Osmo Pocket tips for DJI Osmo Pocket owners, and also for you guys. If you're thinking about DJI Osmo Pocket, there are some tips about, and there are some insights, maybe not insight, but a little bit more about what can you expect from an Osmo Pocket. Now, even in this trip, when I was shooting with Kai, we didn't plan to shoot a gimbal shot, but I did, because at that time I suddenly think, hang on, I got an Osmo Pocket, maybe I shoot this, just one take with a gimbal. Wow, that's a good use of a gimbal. I would never bring a heavy gimbal just to take one shot, but this doesn't really matter. I just keep this in my bag all the time, and suddenly that's one shot that is really good for gimbal shot. So this is why for me, at least for me, this is why this is interesting. I probably won't shoot everything with this, but when this in my bag, I know I have a gimbal with me all the time. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and thank you Adorama sponsoring this video. And in the description below, you can find all the links to all the gear that I used to make this video. Coincidentally, they are Adorama link, but of course they sponsor me, so check them out. See you next time. Make sure my seat there. Boom.